Hey, Mo. He's all, he's in swaddling. he's all, he's all wrapped up. Good morning. We had an interesting night last night. Very rarely, not never, but very rarely do we camp by a road. And I didn't think anybody'd be coming down this road while we were here, but I was wrong about that. Last night, we kind of went to bed early. We were tired. We were in there, and we hear a bunch of dogs barking. We couldn't figure out what was going on. Pretty soon, two trucks come past our camp, right past it, with a bunch of dogs in the back, and a bunch of hound dogs. So they were out here probably, I don't know if they're hunting or what they're doing, but it doesn't matter. But it was surprising to see. I was not expecting to see anybody out here. And then, so that was one thing. And then quite a while later, they came back. And yeah, Mr. Mo alerted us both times. But anyway, quite a while later, they came back, and that went by us, and I thought that was the end of it. And then this morning, real early, before it really was barely getting light this morning, and they came back again, going back down the road. So I don't know what's down this road, but we're not going to find out, because there's probably some hunting going on, or I'm not exactly sure why those guys are going down there, but it doesn't really matter. We're just going to go back up the road and take the main road and go back out, get out and farther out in the woods. We're definitely around too many people here. So needless to say, we're having coffee and getting started a little early. So we'll see how today goes. Hopefully I will not get myself in a position where I can't get turned around again. So time will tell.
Like a bunch of Japanese. Oh, look, there's a leaf.
We're liking that sugar pine with the cones hanging off of it. That's a gray squirrel up in that sugar pine. Driving Mo crazy. What is it? Well, we're on the well-traveled road at 8:39. So, which is good. We're getting out of here. So we'll find some spots. Hopefully they're farther away from people. I guess we're antisocial. Another paved road. This is the Stanislaus National Forest. Now I say Stanislaus. A lot of people say Stanislaus because there is an S on the end. But my grandpa was from Sonora, and he was raised along. You know, my grandpa. I mean, we're going back to the 1800s there, and he said Stanislaus was the way you pronounce it. So that's the way I pronounce it. Stanislaus is, I think, a mispronunciation, but I'm just going to split hairs on that. We're coming down this road and we found this thing. Looks like it could be a little corral for animals. I guess that's what it is. Thought maybe it might be protecting a a gravesite or something, but apparently it isn't. Oh yes, for cows, I'm sure. Probably for rounding up cattle. We passed some cows, so there are cows out here. Boy, look at how long this has been here. This is like embedded in the tree. That tree is almost grown around that. On both sides, down there too.
Oh, there's another one right over there.
Yeah, another gate. Just across from that little cow enclosure is a little campsite here. There's a fire pit. Hasn't been used in a long time, but some big rocks over there. This is a pretty little campsite. It's really close to the main road. There's the main road right there.
Oh, whoa, stop. Holy shit, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty, huh?
There's the other side. You have big bushes down there and stuff? Water bushes?
Mm-hmm. I guess we are. No. We're looking for a place to leave the trailer so we can go scout this road out. Well, not scout it, but drive to the end of the road so we don't have to deal with any problems. But this looks like there's a little road down here that goes down to a landing that might be a good place to camp. So we're going to walk down here and take a look at it. Might be a place to leave our trailer while we go scout out the road and then come back and camp here, even though it's a little early in the day, but that's what we're doing out here, just exploring. The map shows this as a road that goes through, but this road is overgrown and there's a log across it that we can see from here. So we're going to make this a campsite for tonight and bring the trailer down here and get turned around. There's a big enough area to turn around here. So then we'll leave it and then we'll run out that road and see where it goes. This is that road bed. Log across the road there. Bunch of junk in the road and there's a lot of brush that's overgrown, but you can't get through it. But I bet this road probably goes down to the creek somewhere. There's a creek down here. Down there, there's a creek.
Yeah, we have to go on the other side of that to see the waterfall.
All right. Well, we drove out to the road. We were going to go to the end of the road, but it's getting a little sketchy, a little tight. So we turned around. We obviously, without the trailer, it's easy to turn around, but we saw these flowers. And here it is in the Mountain Misery bear clover. Oh, smells so good. But these are like Washington lilies, Karen thinks.
No, they're not. They're something else.
Something else. Oh yeah.
They're a lily.
Some sort of lily, huh? They're a little far gone. There's one that's opened up there.
Well, there's that one.
There's
fresh
one over
right
here.
there.
There's a fresher one right here too. Can't really see it. Interesting looking flowers on big long stalks. Okay, that's the road we came up. We're going back down. There's a trail here that goes over to a road on the other side of this mountain, but oh, trail closed to motorized vehicles. Foot and horse travel permitted. Okay, that makes more sense. We saw that it said trail closed. Couldn't figure out why they would do that. What?
You know when there's a fire, how they used to have to go out and put a communication thing?
I don't think so. I have no idea what this is. What does that say? High voltage, PG&E. We must have some buried cable here somewhere. Kind of interesting. Here's the little camp spot that we could actually camp at. We could get our trailer in here, no problem. But I like where we're at right now because it's, I don't know, I just like the spot we're at. And then this road that's closed, which is probably because it's part of that trail. No motor vehicles. Yeah. Goes right along the top of the ridge here. Like the little water spots.
It's like, where is this big spring?
There's a spring right there. It's right there. It's not a big spring. A little seep. There's a fork in the road here. Right there. And we are trying the other fork to see where it goes.
There's stops all over here. Somebody's
They're just keeping the road. They're keeping the road open, yeah. Those other flowers. Nice big place to.
Huh?
Nice big place to turn around if you had to. Here's where the trail comes out. going down in here. And there's a campsite full of pine cones, which is where we're going to turn around. Well, the road kind of ends down in here. The main road that continues on the map is overgrown with brush. So people have been coming down in here and camping, I guess. It's got pretty good views from here, with the exception of having a few big trees in the way, but kind of a pretty little spot. Got some big old pines here. A little breezy and exposed out here though, but they got some big old boulders. Just love those granite boulders like that. And then this canyon over here is the canyon that we were on the other day when we had to get turned around in a tight squeeze. Thought I might be able to see the road over there. No, I do see a road over there. I don't know if that's the same one. But there's a reservoir down here in the bottom. And I thought we might be able to see down in there, but I don't see. It doesn't look like we can. Now right through there, that's where we got turned around the other day with a great deal of difficulty. But that's where we drove to. You can barely see it in the video. I can't zoom in with this. But maybe I'll get Karen to take a zoomed in picture of it. So there's the road as it shows on the map. But it's a little overgrown for us, and we're not going to drive down there. It's just walking down there might be good, but we're not going to drive down it. Well, after our little run out to the end of the roads, we've been having a lazy day here. Just set up the awning so we could get some shade because we're in a sunny spot here. The sunny spot's good because it gives me a chance to keep up with the charging devices. So I have that hooked to the Jackery, and it's actually putting more juice in than we're taking out right now, so that's a good thing. Anyway, we're having a little kickback day today. Tomorrow, I don't know, we're going to be driving more. We'll see where we end up. We don't really know. I looked at the map and I didn't come up with a good plan. We're just going to play it by ear. There's the little lady sitting in the shade.
What'd you call?
The little lady.
Oh, the little lady. I thought you said the old lady.
No, I didn't say old lady. I said little lady. And then there's our trusty Doug Spot down there. He's mad at us because we had to pick a bunch of pitch out of his paws, and so he's not sitting on our laps. That's where he usually likes to sit. This is the road we drove in on, and the main road is right up at the top there. But nobody's likely to come up this road because this road is blocked beyond us, beyond where we're parked. It's blocked. So we're just we're having a nice kickback day, and you gotta love it. Those are cowbells. We saw the cows up here earlier, and they've got bells on. So they're on the other side of the creek from us right now. There's a really beautiful creek down here that we haven't been down to because it's not easy to get to from our camp, but it's really a pretty place. Mo, come here. Leave that cow alone.